A strange and unexpected and probably needed double turn. A triumphant return, and a hot one at that for DMD Britt Baker. And yes, TK, Tony Khan, the Tony Father. He did it. He said it. It was going to be a big announcement, and it was a big announcement.
My God.
My God.
Huge announcement.
Huge. It was huge. It was big. It was AEW Dynamite, and this is Blind Tag Wrestling Dynamite Review, baby. And we still don't have a name for it, and we don't care.
We're just doing our thing.
We're doing our thing. Loving our thing. Because our thing is where it's at, baby.
Yes, it is. It's right here.
That's it. That's it. Boy, do we have some news for you guys. We have some news. We have some news on some things that are upcoming your way. Oh, yeah. It's not just reviews and news and screws and goos. We got something cool coming up. I may or may not reveal it. I can't say it if I don't reveal it, can I?
I guess not.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing something really cool coming up. But this is our review. But I'm just going to give you a little taste real quick. We're going to be deep diving a classic show from the past that you like very much. And we're not going to be deep diving it with none of that network business where we have to watch it without the actual music.
No.
We're watching it hardcore, real way, real tapes. We're going through it week by week by week.
Watching it.
And we're going to bring it to you week by week by week in a deep dive format where we go through all the newsletter stuff, all the coverage, newspapers coverage, anything that was going on that week, including a nice, wonderful, fun, going through match by match, angle by angle, and week by week, baby. And it's going to be ECW from day one.
Oh, yeah.
From Eastern State Championship Wrestling, from the origin of hardcore TV at least, all the way up to the end. So it might take us a while.
A little while.
But it'll be fun, right?
Yes, it's my first time ever watching ECW.
And it's my second. So it's back in the day, this is the only thing I'll say about this. Back in the day, I worked at this little place called Rex TV and Appliance. I got to put it out there, right? This is old school. So we sold, we were the first ones to sell the RCA dish, which ended up becoming DirecTV, okay? and I was I sold it the first day it was ever available, right? And all this stuff. So as soon as we hooked that bad boy up, back in 93, I was already looking for wrestling, right? I was looking for anything I could find because it's me.
Yeah.
So Sports Channel Philadelphia, baby. I used to set the tapes in that store. Probably the reason I worked there so long. And I would come in and sneak my tape out because it would come on overnight, and then smuggle my tape out.
That's amazing.
And watch it that night. So I was all over as soon as I saw in the magazines, because the magazines were all covering the We Want Blood chants, and I was like, what's going on? You know, I seen this We Want Blood, and I seen Abdullah was there and Kevin Sullivan, and so.
And you were like, how do I get some of that?
Yeah, man, I got there, and I was ordering tapes back in the day, where Tommy Dreamer's, put stuff in the packages himself.
Putting the stickers on.
Seriously, man, I would order tapes every month, and I would order a bunch at a time, get thank you, handwritten thank you letter. God knows who did it. Appreciate you buying lunch, whatever. But I had the big stacks of tapes. So very excited to do this. Very excited to go through it.
I've been wanting to do this for a while.
Yeah, man, you have. It was actually your idea a long way. But we're going to be using the Pro Wrestling Torch. We're going to be using the Observer and any other kind of newsletters you guys have suggestions on that we should use for the coverage. Let us know, please, and we'll buy it. But we're going to be using some actual kayfabe mags and all the after stuff too, just to see context-wise. But try to make it as fun as we possibly can. So, yes, any ideas you guys might have for that, we're going to be doing our education there. Our Extreme Education is what it's going to be. That's the series. Yep. So Extreme Education Part 1 is coming very soon. Next couple of weeks. This is not going to be one of those you're going to have to wait months for. But next couple of weeks, we're going to have episode 1 in addition to our weekly review and our news. And our news, if you haven't noticed, our news is when we feel like it. We're not going to create news. For
we only
instance,
talk about what we want to talk about.
Last couple days, I've been seeing news, and it's been so bad. I've been seeing these shows come out, and they're like, FTR is interested in going WWE's interested in FTR and this is interesting. No,
it's not.
No, look,
of course they are.
That's not actual news, man. And
no,
I'm not going to manufacture.
Somebody get involved in a scandal fast.
So what we had happen tonight on Dynamite, that's news.
Yes,
and that really, I'll save it. Let me just say this: we're going to do this in order. Yeah. But damn, that's a top story.
It is absolutely.
So I'm John, by the way.
I'm Raja, and you're watching Blind Tag Wrestling.
Yes, yay! We need like all the Muppets behind us or something, like doing yay!
That would be amazing.
That would.
All right. So kicking off AEW Dynamite for the second week in a row.
Yes.
CM Punk in a singles match, this time against Dustin Rhodes.
Yes. The match I was not interested in until I watched the build-up. If you guys don't watch the YouTube build-up that comes out morning of each week.
The Control Center, you got to watch it.
So Schiavone is on there every week, and he builds up the matches. And here's the funny thing. I see sometimes people have like the criticisms, right, of, well, WWE has these wonderful packages that go on and stuff, and AEW don't really do that. AEW, I think, they want to fit as much wrestling in their wrestling as they can.
Yes.
They have the packages. They're on YouTube, and they're on this build-up, and it's stuff you're never going to see anywhere else.
Yeah, and it's amazing.
This build-up we had this week, they show the indie footage for Wardlow from Pittsburgh. You know, they showed the match from CM Punk against Dustin. They didn't touch, but it was back in 2005, you know, and that... It's really cool build up. So yeah, I got very excited because of the build.
And the promos are great.
Oh yeah, they talked my ass into the seat on this one.
Yeah, we were excited by the end of that.
Very excited. And what a wrestling match they gave.
Oh
too.
Man, yeah.
Crowd
like classic.
Crowd surprisingly into Dustin.
Yeah, they were like booing on CM Punk's slaps.
Which I love that because they're a respectful crowd. It was a smart crowd.
Yeah.
Traditionally Pittsburgh, Philly are smart crowds. Baltimore, smart crowd going all the way back.
Right.
And they seem like they knew, you know, like, hey, we're going to do what we should do here. And then they still were all over Punk at the very end, you know.
Right, yeah, of course.
But Punk wore the black and pink, the pink and black. I should say pink and black attack. So I thought maybe Bret Hart, you know, because they've teased.
You always hope.
They've teased it every way they can. They've bought his family. They've talked about it. They're wearing Hitman glasses. It's like, come, Brett, come.
I can only imagine he's going to show up at the start of the Owen tournament or at Double or Nothing.
I can see it at the start because the start's going to be back in that new arena in the north, right?
Yes, in Long Island. How do they say it? On Long Island?
Somewhere near Long Island.
Around Long Island?
Somewhere near Long Island, the UMDBBDCY TCBY Frozen Yogurt Tournament School of House of Attractions.
And the TCBY tournament.
That's where they're going to be. So anyway, this match, it was, as JR would say, catch as catch can.
Mm-hmm.
So they caught catches, and he can't. And there was a lot of back and forth. There was a lot of sellage of the appendage.
Yes,
and
knee and whatnot.
Yeah, wonderful spot where Dustin goes through the ropes. He hits his knee. So we start working that. We have some really old school, you know, the figure four, right? And they sell the figure four.
Yeah.
And it's like CM Punk's like dying. And it was like a Tokyo figure four, you know, like the Destroyer's in there. But finally, you know, when it goes over, of course, he put JR. They tell me that's Indian Deathlock now, or the formation of it. Anyway, a lot of great stuff in this.
I love how CM Punk was like constantly battling Dustin's size.
Yeah,
because he's so big.
And I love the deliberate nature of everything they did.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's such great storytelling. And you know what? We get to the end, and it ended the way I feel that it should.
He couldn't get him up there really for the go to sleep.
Yeah.
So he just kind of fell on him.
Yeah.
Pinned him.
No, it was good, man. It was a strong opener, not the kind of opener we're used to.
No, but it was still so good.
But that's okay, because that second match.
Well, first, after this match, a certain champion came out to face CM Punk as he was coming back up the ramp.
I feel like I failed you all.
Adam Page, face to face with CM Punk with that beautiful title belt on his shoulder.
The crowd loved it.
CM Punk getting a title match at Double or Nothing, perhaps?
Listen, if CM Punk either is having problems with his appendix or he is doing a whole lot of, this stuff here around his waist.
Right.
So, yes, it's going to be a Double or Nothing match. CM Punk versus Hangman Page.
Oh, man.
And, traditional rules, I would imagine. No gimmicks needed.
I hope so.
Yeah. And so here's the question. Does Punk take the title?
Oh, God. I honestly don't know. Because I really... Does he need it? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, I think he does. I think it serves a lot of purposes.
I think a lot of people would be very happy if CM Punk was the champion.
I think it serves a lot of purposes, and I think it also builds to something even cooler. Because, in my opinion, what happens is you have CM Punk take the belt off Youngin, and Kenny Omega to continue the Hangman Page storyline,
right?
But in a more brother way and a love way, like he's there for him after this happens. I think Punk turns straight heel in the match.
Oh no!
No, I'm serious.
Crazy.
I think Punk turns straight heel to win it,
and Kenny saves Hangman
because he's not winning. Okay, he's not winning the match. CM Punk turns heel. CM Punk takes it. Kenny makes his surprise return, like following Dynamite, whatever. And
God, are we gonna get a Golden Lovers moment with the hug in the ring?
And he
might die.
Challenges Punk.
Oh, jeez.
And then and then eventually Hangman gets that shot again. You see where I'm going here, right?
All the feels.
So, hey man, I'm just saying, how good of a story would that be?
It would be an amazing story. And I want to see Kenny and Punk.
Right, best in the world versus the best bout machine. Yeah, and
with a lot of implications coming up with Kenny Omega.
So we had something coming up next.
Yes, we did. Our second match was the BCC, the Blackpool Combat Club, versus Dante Martin, Lee Moriarty, and Brock Anderson. And all those young guys they talk about.
Hey, you know what? Kudos to Brock Anderson.
Man, Brock Anderson is mean.
Brock
Love it.
Brock Anderson went in there and took an ass kicking like a man, and he looked good, man. You could take an ugly ass kicking. He didn't. Like, he took a good ass kicking.
Yeah,
he had some good hope spots because the guys are such great workers. Just amazing. Look, man, Wheeler Yuta came out tonight wearing his new gear. We've all been waiting on.
He came out with William
Regal. So William Regal's with him. And he's got the new blood-inspired gear, just like his shirt from where he wrote it on his BCC on his chest.
Yes.
Not this one,
so
but the other one. So very excited about this. Of course, obviously my favorite faction.
Oh, yeah. He's dying to see them face the House of Black.
I mean, yeah, it's just murder world. But very excited about this. And this trios match, I mean, did we know the outcome? Of course we knew the outcome, but damn, it was a good match, though. And it was
Dante just flying around everywhere.
Yeah, Lee Moriarty's hometown, so you had a lot going on there. You had the pop for that, but still yet, there was this beautiful spot toward to end where all three, Wheeler Yuta, Danielson, Mox, they're all in the ring on top of the guys, on top of their opponents. One's giving the elbows and the other
kicking the head in.
Yeah, man. Danielson's doing the head kick. It was beautiful. And it was just so violent that the whole crowd, as it was happening, you don't know how this is gonna go, but this
so worked up.
If this tells you anything, the whole crowd just like starts this thunder roar. And they all pop big time for this, and then it's over, man. It's just over, and another big win
for the BCC. Yes.
Yeah,
I love it though because they're like showing all these young guys. This is what we're about.
Listen.
You could be here too if you show us that you're all about it.
No, it's really good stuff, and
it is.
This is one of the best factions ever. It feels so.
I can't wait to see like their first major feud.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I like the fact they're actually singles, and you've got the three singles in there.
They could do pretty much anything with them. Tag team, trios, singles, everything.
Thank you, William Regal.
We saw Wardlow arrive to the building, and smart Mark Sterling.
Thank you, William Regal. Okay.
Smart Mark Sterling told him that he was going to be escorted around by security.
This is great.
He had to be handcuffed. He was going to go to his closet.
Yes.
He's going to go to the ring. Then he's going to leave the building. All under the guise of security. And he also told him to eat something.
Yeah, they handcuffed him, and it was really cool. I can't help but get like early Goldberg vibes. I just can't help it.
Right.
Maybe it's the chant, maybe it's just the fact, but it's like a good looking Goldberg. I don't know.
I love the fact that he's just smiling the whole time. He's like, yeah, okay, I'll play your game.
And he works a lot better too. But this is the hometown thing. So listen, man, Wardlow is over like Rover.
Oh yeah.
Good stuff though.
We also saw the Undisputed Elite backstage, all dressed in black, like they're mourning the fact that they've been losing so often.
Hey, I like the fact that we didn't have the Yankee Doodle Dandy hats.
Yeah, they were very serious.
I really like the fact that where it's at and 2 turntables and a microphone. I mean, it's really good. So,
right.
Very serious. And, Cole is just in that promo, and he's just like, okay, guys, yeah, this is right. We can win if we're together. This is why we're now calling ourselves this all the time.
Why I called us this.
The Undisputed Elite. But
goodness.
The whole thing was he really put over the fact that if they work as a team, they're not going to lose.
Right.
And, he's got his big match coming up, and we find out about that here shortly.
Yes, we do. Up next, actually.
But Kyle O'Reilly, tonight has the qualifier. So it's against Jungle Boy. And I'll be honest, man, outside of the AEW bubble, you wouldn't think that would be an upset, right?
Right.
But it was a hell of a matchup.
It was. So, of course, after that, Tony Khan came out to make his huge announcement, and he invited out the president of New Japan as well, which was just insane.
Yeah, we knew it was on.
Yes.
We knew it was on, and it gets interrupted by Adam Cole, baby.
Because he thinks he should be the one to make this announcement.
Yeah, and he's like, look, if anybody's going to make it, it's me. I was the biggest star you had in Japan. Not true, but still yet. And
sorry.
He announces June 26th. Oh, wait a second. Is that my birthday? What a birthday present.
Oh, man. Yes.
So anyway, June 26th on pay-per-view, which is a Sunday. Really cool, man. They got the best name pay-per-view of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Forbidden Door.
Oh, AEW and New Japan joint show.
And it's a super show.
Oh, man.
So,
and this Friday, we get a little sneak preview.
Little sneaky do.
In the Owen qualifying matches where Adam Cole is facing Tomohiro Ishii for a spot in the tournament.
Just a stupid match.
Could you imagine if Ishii made it into the tournament?
Just a stupid match. We already know because people spoil the world that Suzuki's going to be on Dark.
Yes.
So that's crazy in its own self.
It is.
But the fact that we've got Tomohiro Ishii, okay? We
love him.
We've got Ishii and Adam Cole, baby.
That match is going to be great.
Dude, listen. I love the back and forth possibilities in this. And Ishii plays these up really well. He works great with the Americans. So this is going to be fantastic. Very excited about this. Imagine this super card for just a half a second. When you're talking Will Ospreay.
Oh, man.
Against our guys. You're talking Okada,
Tanahashi.
You're talking Kota Ibushi.
Shingo Takagi.
You're talking Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega in the same building, Raja.
No, we can't talk about that because I will lose my mind.
We're talking Hiromu.
I knew you were going to say it. I can't handle it. I need to be there.
I'm done.
I need to be in that building on that night.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure you do, but yes, you do. We need to go together.
Oh, God. Okay, after that, Jay White came out to say hi. So that was a little surprise. He's just like, I'm the Switchblade. I'm the best.
Yeah. That's what he said.
Yeah, basically.
We didn't hear any of it, so...
We also saw Jade Cargill backstage with her new baddies, Red Velvet.
I like this. So she's got her new faction, and the baddies are not annoying us in the crowd. Now they're standing there.
Hashtag put women in faction.
Sort of makes sense, having them together.
It does. I love it. They're a great little team.
They are a great little team.
So next we had Wardlow versus the Butcher, which was so entertaining. Because Wardlow came out, handcuffed and all that. They took him off. He gets in the ring, and MJF's up in the freaking stands throwing popcorn on people.
Yeah, it
being
was
annoying.
Real good. But Wardlow's such a superstar. He did all the things he needed to do. This was big boys slapping,
man meat.
Yeah, this is exactly what you expect. But Wardlow, man, he just looks better. And listen, Butcher wasn't out there to win. He said that in the promos leading up to it, which I love. He's like, I know my place. You didn't know your place. You want to be a prima donna. You want to be a star. I just want my money. I'm just here to
I don't care if I win.
Work you down.
As long as I beat you up.
Exactly.
That's all that matters.
Exactly. Just a true hitman. And he got beat up.
Still winded from the New Japan thing.
He got beat up. So good win, good strong win for Wardlow.
He did the symphony.
Yeah,
four times.
Looking forward to it. It was all him on that.
And the crowd loved it.
Yeah, it was all him. Poor Wardlow's back. Okay.
And he left in the handcuffs. He was a good boy.
He
didn't try to attack anyone.
He was a good boy.
Eddie Kingston addressed Daniel Garcia real quick before their match on Friday, which no one's allowed at ringside.
At least he didn't call him Danielle. AEW Dark. Danielle Garcia. Accident when doing the read for Excalibur. Beautiful
and then
stuff.
We got to see Kyle O'Reilly versus Jungle Boy, which was so good.
Dude.
Better than it should have been.
Okay, again, catch as catch can. Wrestling match. Pure wrestling match, but not like pure, that kind of pure.
Right.
I'm talking like American style wrestling match, really great wrestling match. Kyle O'Reilly seemed to have one up on Jungle Boy through most of this, which he should.
He's the veteran.
It's freaking Kyle O'Reilly, okay? Go watch some tapes. It's Kyle freaking O'Reilly.
Yeah, he's...
And Kyle O'Reilly, for the first time since Kyle O'Reilly's been Kyle O'Reilly in an AEW, he looked like Kyle O'Reilly.
Well, they said it was his first singles match, which is just a travesty.
So it was really cool. I like the story aspect of this, but Kyle O'Reilly won.
He did. He's in the tournament.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
He won 3 count clean.
Yeah. And then, of course, Christian came out afterwards.
Christian came out and consoled him. He's like, Jungle Boy, you okay? Yeah, I'm good. You okay? Yeah, I'm good.
I think Christian's just boiling under the surface.
I think Christian may still get pissed off about that battle royal for 2 years ago and be like, motherfucker, you can't lose.
He's been holding a grudge.
Where's that fire in your eye? You know what, the fire in your eye? That was 2 years ago, Christian. Fire! Ah!
My eyes are burning.
I could still be winning. Fire!
Oh, goodness. After that match, we saw MJF backstage where he talked about being a snake and said there's more money where that came from.
And then Jake the Snake Roberts came out sweating like a pig and going...
Money.
And listen, I got all respect in the world. Trust me. I got all respect in the world for him because I love him so much. But at a point, it gets a little funny when he comes out. He's just like... God hates kids, devil cat.
I think Lance got annoyed too.
Swing set turd monster, fire dog.
He just came in, he's like, I don't care about your money.
Yeah, I don't care. Squawk, squawk, squawk.
Give me somebody to kill. That's basically what
that was the promo.
After that, we saw the Dynamite debut of Mr. Hook against Anthony Henry, which is just insane. Of a match.
All right, for most people, they're not going to know who Anthony Henry is.
No.
For me,
really.
He was that close to turning me gay.
We love Anthony Henry.
I love Anthony Henry.
We watched him all the time.
I walked up to Anthony Henry in the goddamn locker room. In the locker room. And said, I love your shit, man. I really love it.
It's hard around him.
It was.
He's beautiful and a great wrestler and violent.
Oh, damn it.
Anyway.
We were in Maine, man, and he just showed up and he was chopping the piss out of people. And I was like,
it was love at first.
He's from Carolina, one of the Carolina boys. Carolina boys and us Tennessee boys, we work side by side, but not close normally. And I don't know. I love Anthony Henry. So it's weird for me seeing him not get a punch or a kick.
Oh, yeah. The real story of this match, of course, was the Danhausen storyline.
The story's there. They're building up to that for whatever reason.
Yes. He got in the ring. He's like, I'm sick and tired of you.
Yeah.
If you can't be cursed by Danhausen, then you're going to have to fight Danhausen.
I want to see him fight Stone Cold Danhausen. Have you seen that?
No.
Okay.
And he poked him in the chest,
do
which was a
yourself
mistake.
a favor, everybody. Look up Stone Cold Danhausen.
Do that.
Just look it up against Atticus Kogar. So anyway, this is good. Hook looked great as always. Judo throws, kata hajime. You call it what you want.
If you're gonna do a match with Danhausen, Hook is a good choice.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great.
She wants him dead. Yes.
I do not want Danhausen dead. I just want to
Not dead, but yeah.
Oh, God. After that, backstage, Frankie Kazarian was about to call out Sammy Guevara for a TNT title match.
We were like, no.
But Scorpio Sky interrupted him. He was like, you've always been there for me. Please just wait. And when I get the TNT title back, you'll be the first person to get a match.
When that happened, I was like, Jesus Christ. They just unknowingly turned Scorpio babyface because nobody wanted to see Frankie Kazarian. So
it would have been a good match.
Yeah, it was a good size. So, but
Frankie said yes. He was like, okay, brother.
But Scorp was the bull in this situation and came out and saved the relationship. So, Scorpio come out, and because we had Sammy Guevara in the ring.
Yes, with Miss Ty Conti.
And listen, they're playing it up. You could talk about some wrestling federations, and you know what? Those wrestling federations may make mistakes. Okay? They do. Sometimes things just don't work.
Right.
You throw shit at the wall, it don't always stick. So what's happened here was, well, Sammy and Ty, it just wasn't working.
They realized that.
They came off his heels, so guess what? They're fur coat wearing, titty showing heels now. And
they're aware.
They're very aware, and they're doing the straight up heel thing. This was a double turn. Yes. Because as far as kayfabe goes, last week, Sammy was a babyface. This was a double turn.
Yes, because Dan Lambert came off likable.
They're baby faces. Because Scorp comes out and he goes, hey, you guys shut up. You are screwing the fans and you're screwing up. Whenever you put the fans on your side, you're kind of like, you're totally baby face. But then, baby, it happened.
Oh, my God.
It happened. Do you know what I'm getting ready to talk about?
Ethan.
Oh, my God.
Ethan Page.
I'm going to let you tell it. You tell it.
All ego Ethan Page is grabbing the mic and being like, shut your mouth. No one came here to listen to you talk on a microphone. Just screaming at him.
There's not a single ass in those seats that paid to see Sammy Guevara talking on that microphone.
We already loved Ethan Page, but he's so hot about this. I think what Sammy said about not caring about his kids really got to him. Ethan
Page is one of those guys that is so much like me that it's, listen, his love for pro wrestling, Ethan Page is exactly kind of like the upbringing with me, and he's just one of those guys, and he finally got his chance to do something. And you know what? He's had his chance, but he's not really had his chance.
Right.
He's been out there, and he's been showing people. People are like, oh, I like him. And on the vlog, everybody loves him because they get the real Ethan, right?
Right.
This was Ethan Page, who grew up loving wrestling, Ethan Page.
Yes.
That was a promo John Hawkins worthy.
He was so mad.
I'm telling you. That was a promo. That was a damn promo. And it just came across. And all of a sudden, when somebody can get a microphone and just go nuts like that, believable.
Yeah.
It sells tickets, man. He could have made himself a star just off that one little moment.
I agree. I'd give Ethan Page more time, please.
Ethan needs the belt, man.
Anyway, Scorpio, they accepted his TNT challenge as long as they get the mixed tag team match that they want. They didn't specify who would be teaming with Paige Van Zandt.
And there's a thing about that, actually. So you would think Paige Van Zandt, but Paige has been ghosting training. Here's some news for you. So she's been training with Gangrel. And Gangrel came out and said that she's ghosted in the past week, like 3-4 days of training.
Oh, no.
And, so...
That's not good.
So I don't know. Her OnlyFans was updated though with some new stuff. So
I feel like the fact that they didn't specify who's in the mixed tag team match, it could be anyone.
Yeah,
they could just pull people out of the backpack.
It could totally not be her at this point.
Yeah,
you know, depending. So not everybody makes it. Not everybody makes it. You
gotta be committed.
Absolutely.
So after that, we got a video package from the House of Black, and they're very upset with Fuego del Sol for.
Did anybody know that Buddy Matthews was British? Listen.
Sure, somebody did.
I'm asking for me on this one. Am I in a weird, bizarro world? Because this reminded me of the fact when Andrew Lincoln first did an interview outside of Walking Dead. He's like, hey, little fish and chips out there, mate. I'm like, what the hell? Why is Rick British? And it always freaks me out when people do that, when you don't know they're British.
It's because they do American accents so well.
But Bloody Matthews or Mayonnaise, whatever his damn name is.
It's Buddy Matthews.
Yeah, Buddy Bad Boy. He was out there and he's like, the blood of hell, they'll put him in the blood bath.
I love it.
Yeah,
it makes him scarier.
I love House of Black.
Yes.
House of Black are badass, man.
They said they're going to make the sun die next week. So
I
ready
believe
for
him.
that.
I totally believe him. The world's over. House of Black says. House of Black versus My Boys coming up.
Oh, have to have it.
It has to happen, but it's going to be, everybody's going to be dead.
Somebody will get hurt, like bad.
Anyway.
After that, we had our second Owen Hart Foundation Cup qualifying match between Danielle Camella and Dr. Britt Baker of BRITTSBURGH.
So Veronica Bourne, I believe is her name in NXT.
Vanessa Bourne?
Something
like that.
It don't matter what her name is. So she lost there too all the time, and then they sent her to the main roster. She's one of those that got taken to the main roster, never used the first time.
Right.
So the funny thing about this, if you go really like through her history, she was a cheerleader for the Arizona Cardinals, who like played the Pittsburgh Steelers in the Super Bowl. I was like, if you really want to get technical with this, but they didn't bring it up. I thought maybe that would have been it, because otherwise it didn't make much sense for me. But as a job match, but listen, Britt Baker needed a strong win where she had the crowd behind her, because she had a lot of the crowd throughout the nation kind of turn on her because she had a couple of shitty performances.
This was the place to do it.
In their eyes. She had one lackluster, but it takes two to tango. And this was fantastic. She played all the hits.
She did
everything she needed to do. She did a promo afterwards. Wasn't up to her Brit promos.
She was very emotional.
She, for some reason,
I think it's because she's in Pittsburgh.
Maybe. I don't know.
And she had Pittsburgh Steelers in the ring with her.
Dude, that was
freaking Najee Harris.
Yeah, dude, that was really cool. But that was cool. And the thing was, her promo was really good, though. I mean, she got some really big digs out there.
Yeah.
Some WWE digs. She was talking about Toni Storm, and she's like, look, you got the cake in the face up there, but you're going to get your face rubbed around here, and maybe you'll run from this company, too.
Oh, my goodness.
Which is pretty shooty and funny.
A little bit.
And, so she shot all over everybody about everything and talked about that first round matchup coming up that I can't freaking wait for, when Toni Storm, oh my God.
Versus Jamie Hayter.
Oh my God.
It's going to be so good.
Stardom. I mean, just really cool. So
I could see
stuff.
Britt winning the whole tournament.
Yeah,
honestly.
I think she'll run it.
So after that, we had a video package between Serena Deeb and Hikaru Shida, and we found out that they're going to be facing next week in a Philadelphia street fight.
Yeah, in Philly, when you say Philly street fight, EC Dub, right? So, I mean, it's got to be violent, and I think it will be very violent.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they'll turn it up for this, and it's going to have to be. And this has to be the blow-off, has to be done.
Yeah, this is it.
We're done.
We're done
with this. Yeah, seriously.
And then we had our main event, which was a coffin match between Darby Allin.
Darby Allin is here, yo.
Darby Allin and Andrade.
That's what Darby Allin's what he is on Friday nights in the bar. It's like,
it's his stripper name.
Who's that hot chick? Oh, it's Darby Allin. She's here to sing some I Will Survive.
Oh, God. Coffin match. There were thumbtacks inside the lid.
There was.
They just beat the crap out of each other for a while.
To get off. So the high spot to this was Sting once again. Sting jumping from the heights and the safest catches you ever see.
Sting needs to calm down.
From now on in the back, the boys are gonna be like, catch me like you would Sting. Because, my God, Sting could jump 30 feet. And they're like, dun, 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 dun,
it's like
dun,
they're
dun,
holding
dun,
a
dun,
cushion for him.
Yeah, like one of those old things where they
please don't kill Sting.
So you don't want to be the one to drop the stinger.
No.
You know?
You're going to get Stinger splash backstage.
If anybody ever caught me like that, I would have dove the rest of my career. But
that was amazing, and it got them out of the way for Darby to be able to get Andrade in the coffin.
Yeah, he got in the coffin. This match, honestly, it didn't have nearly the crazy.
No.
It was... I mean,
half the match wasn't even focused on the people in it.
It wasn't bad, but when you have the standards of the first coffin match, it was nothing like that.
Yeah.
To me.
And they didn't have a lot of time.
No.
To get through
They seemed rushed. I mean, they actually yanked, we didn't even talk about it, they yanked Sammy off. his music hit before it seemed like they were done.
They were still talking over the
I
music.
think something went way over.
Something
I
had
think
to.
Kyle O'Reilly probably did. Honestly, that match was pretty long, and CM Punk went long.
CM Punk, the match was very long.
Yeah, so I think that maybe.
But do you stop CM Punk
No.
and Dustin Rhodes?
Listen, I would much prefer what we got.
Yeah.
Rather than a garbage match.
We got to see Jose take his shirt off and go into some thumbtacks. It was fun. It was good fun, and Darby won.
That. And for some unknown reason, for me, the Hardy Boys came out on stage at the very end,
yelling delete,
and staring back at Sting and his son.
Are they against him now, or are they just happy that Andrade lost, so they're deleting everything?
They probably had a spot in the match.
they were dressed for.
Jeff was probably supposed to jump through the coffin or something, and they just got
They're backstage. They're like, no, we don't have time.
Jeff's back there, Kerry Von Erich. They found him in a car somewhere. That's a throwback. Look up Ric Flair, find a Kerry in a car to have the match. Okay, so
yeah, that was your
AEW Dynamite. Rampage is gonna be burning fire, hot dogs.
Oh, Jesus,
cool stuff coming up. We got hellacious stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Comment below and tell us what match you would book for NJPW versus AEW.
We do want to know what's your dream match. Give us your top 3 or at least one.
As many as you could think.
As many as you can. Her name's Raja. My name's John. So long for Blind Tag Wrestling News. Now.
Bye.
See ya.